Trauma and memory. Here we're looking at the impact of sexual violence and trauma on the memory. When working with others, it often becomes evident that their memory is critically impaired as a direct consequence of sexual violence. This impairment is drastic, and you will notice it in a person's inability to recall and remember past events. For example, they might struggle to remember key occasions from their childhood and adolescence. More important to be aware of is that people affected by sexual violence might not be able to recall small events or arrangements from even the day before, which goes beyond normal forgetfulness. The crucial point to understand here is that this is a symptom of trauma-affected memory, and the individual has no choice in this. The memory's capability and function is radically altered when we've been traumatized. One way of understanding how our mind organizes memory is by the metaphor of a 3-drawer filing cabinet. Inside the top drawer are memories that we can easily access and remember. Inside the middle drawer are memories that we don't want to be reminded of. Inside the bottom drawer are memories that we don't remember and are not even consciously aware of. Let's look at each of the 3 drawers in turn. First of all, the top drawer, what we can easily access and remember. Here, our memories and learning are relatively well organised and we are able to know them fully. Each event is neatly labelled and filed according to the what, who, where and when, what we were doing and wearing and which season it was. In each of these examples, it doesn't matter if the memory was happy, scary or sad. The key factor that enables a person to remember an event is having the safety of a caring and comforting person close by while or straight after the experience. When our minds are calm and not fearful, we are more able to tolerate and learn from new experiences, and so fresh memories are created. We are then able to share those memories with others or just one other person. Sometimes memories from the top drawer can be evoked by our senses, a particular smell, hearing a song, seeing a photograph, or by something a friend says. In recalling memories from the top drawer, we are free to reflect upon and enjoy what we can remember. We are able to look into our memory. This can leave us with a sense of joy and curiosity about new learning and creating new memories. A full top drawer helps to enable openness and playfulness, which can in turn increase a sense of well-being and belonging. This is also how memories are integrated healthily into our current life experience. So to the middle drawer, where any unwanted memories are stored. Whatever floats up into conscious awareness here tends to get pushed back down, mistrusted, or denied. It is also the storehouse of events which we believe are not important to us or to others. Unlike the top drawer, these unwanted memories are not well organised. This is because they were created when we were highly anxious, fearful, or shut down, and we were not fully present in our body and mind. The key factor that leaves us struggling with these memories is that, at the time of the experience, we had little or no support from the people we trusted. Therefore, at the time of the events, these memories could not be fully integrated. We think these memories might be imagined. We are anxious that we might be making them up. It can't have happened that way. The dates, the rooms are all wrong. We doubt the memories and do not trust them. We tend not to share these kinds of memories with others because we fear dismissal and judgment. The middle drawer holds content we try to avoid at all costs. We might be afraid of our own memory and its potential power to disturb whatever coping strategies we have in place. However, some scene on the television, a smell, a place, a tone of voice, or a seemingly harmless comment from someone can trigger memories in the middle drawer. This can then set off the fight or flight responses. Some people might hide under their headphones or vanish into video games. Others might retreat into themselves or into drugs and alcohol. This is the flight response. Others might seek arguments, kick out at something, or be hard on themselves. This is the fight response. A full middle drawer takes energy in order to avoid situations, people and places that trigger our survival responses, and this leaves us exhausted and isolated. In the filing cabinet metaphor, the bottom drawer stores memories of events that we don't remember at all, memories we are not even consciously aware of. You could say it comes with an invisible danger warning, not to be opened under any circumstances. Whatever access there is to this drawer, the memories will be very fragmented and puzzling, and unlikely to make much sense on their own, as they do not reveal the full story. When these memories were formed, we were in a high state of terror or pain, and we feared for our lives. We were hyper-focused on threat and survival. The key factor is that the very people whom we trusted either harmed us themselves or stood silently by. We disconnected from these traumatic experiences because they exceeded our ability to cope by ourselves. As this part of our memory is not accessible, the experience of what occurred could not be processed or integrated, and therefore remains unconsciously locked away. Whenever content from this bottom drawer gets triggered and surfaces into our awareness, we might feel that we're losing our mind, as it can be impossible to make sense of the memories arising. The fear of the memories is as acute as the traumatic and life-threatening event itself. We don't comprehend why we're feeling this state of terror. The shock and panic we experience is so intense that we feel a sense of deadness, as if we are merely existing, not living. Due to having been harmed by a trusted person, we might struggle to reach out for support, despite the immense fear we experience. This leaves us feeling deeply isolated and alone. Flashbacks, nightmares, night terrors, aggression, self-harm, and suicidal feelings or attempts are all indications that we have a bottom drawer full of disconnected memories. Even normal day-to-day activities can trigger us, and whenever one of these disconnected memories surfaces, we experience an incredibly heightened state for both the mind and body. The fuller this drawer, the more we feel constantly under threat, and we might constantly operate from our survival responses of freeze, flight, fight, fear, collapse, submit, and befriend.